Nigerian activist Sandra Duru alleged that suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti Akpabio offered her 200 million naira to falsify or falsely accuse Senate President Godswill Akpabio of organ harvesting. Duru, who goes by the name Professor Ngbeke on Facebook, made the allegations during a live session on the platform. She alleged that Natasha admitted to having no evidence of sexual harassment against Akpabio and wants to force his resignation. The activist also claimed that Natasha recruited a former Minister of Education, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, and Arise News to do her bidding, insisting that Natasha is on a mission to destroy men. Let's take a look.
Natasha told me bluntly, she said, babe, there was nothing like sexual harassment. I was shocked. So when she now started explaining things to me, in the course of the explanation, she was so relaxed. She was so calm. She opened up a lot of things to me. Our conversation wasn't just one or two, which the security agencies have already verified. And she was bold enough to tell me that she has paid Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, that she recruited Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, that's not a big deal, I can do it. I said, did you tell Dr. Obi that these things are not true? She said, they know. We are women. We can't let these men be doing this to us. We have to fight. Let's just use gender-based whatever. She now said, it didn't happen. I don't have evidence. That was why I sent Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Mrs. Abiola or Dr. Abiola and Fida. You were recruited, that she recruited useful idiots, women that can speak and be heard. You are now Natasha's useful idiots. And she was wondering why I cannot join her on Arise TV to do the same thing. And the question is, why always Arise TV? She said she has bought them.
Rufai, Vimbai, Femi. These are quite damning allegations. And I could not help but wonder, now Senator Natasha Akpoti Akpabio will tell you there's no evidence of sexual harassment. That actually got me. Like, why would she tell you? Do you have some superior powers being? Are you God? Those were some of the questions. Well, in the meantime, Senator Natasha Akpoti Akpabio has refuted the claims made by Professor Ngbeke, and that's her name on Facebook, saying that the activist was acting on behalf of Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Natasha posted a screenshot from the Facebook live session where the activist mistakenly flashed her call log showing Godswill Akpabio's name. Let me take Natasha's posts on IG. She wrote in part, the content of the live stream, including the voice effect credited to me, are entirely untrue and most manipulated to serve Sandra Duru's ulterior motive of playing the script of Senator Godswill Akpabio, who called 47 minutes into her during her live stream. See attached, and that's the footage there. To the best of my knowledge, those words used against Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Dr. Abiola, Fida, and good Nigerians as gullible and hungry, Yoruba government, etc., are crazy falsehood and did not emanate from the natural cause of any contact involving me. In the nearest of time, I will respond to the unfounded allegations made therein. Well, Natasha went on to post some links of, alleged unscrupulous activities, including fraud and blackmail allegations against the activist, Dr. Sandra Duru. Let me take Obi Ezekwesili's tweet. She wrote, once again, Senator Akpoti, you will never walk alone. I see how my unwavering support for your cry for justice has sent your adversaries into a frenzy, resorting to a desperate, laughable falsehoods. Rest assured, Dr. Abiola, the distinguished women of FIDA, and I will continue to stand with you wholeheartedly. Our commitment to justice is unshaken, and we will not relent until justice is served. We simply despise injustice and the abuse of power, period. No sensible and decent person who knows my incorruptible track record is deceived by the ridiculous fabrications being peddled by your traducers. They know without a doubt that no amount of money, not even all the wealth in every central bank in the world can buy my convictions, voice, and stance on any matter I choose to support. So, worry not, Senator Akpoti Akpabio. You will continue to have my unwavering, sacrificial support in your resolute fight against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. I mean, you know, people have said that Arise News channel should respond to being mentioned in the Duru Akpoti Akpabio allegations. But I would like to let you know that we do not respond to such wild and unsubstantiated allegations. We are a public trust and a platform for all in the pursuit of truth and justice. Rufai, I'd like to come to you with this matter. I just thought I should table out our, our side of our allegations. We do not respond to such allegations. But, it was quite refreshing to see Dr. Obi Ezekwesili respond to Natasha Akpoti Akpabio in such a supportive manner, given that, this video came out, hoping that Obi Ezekwesili will be upset with Natasha Akpoti after all of that, accusing her of saying that, she was what? Is it an idiot or something?
Gullible idiot.
A gullible idiot or something. Useful idiot. That's what.
Oji, since this matter started, you can play back all of my tapes.
Yes.
What have I said? I'm not saying Akpabio is wrong. I'm not saying Natasha is wrong. All I'm saying, they should put evidence forward. And I always put a caveat. In a moment or a time where Natasha does not have her evidence, I will be the first to do what? To berate her on this platform. You can check through the past tapes. And that's the point I've always reiterated. The talk and the all sorts of rubbish talk here and there. When that incident started first, the first guest that came to speak on that issue was Senator Nwaboye. He sat on that chair. He came to speak in favor of Senator Godswill Akpabio. The thing happened today, the altercation happened, because I remember the day the altercation happened. I was in Abuja that day. That was the day Babangida's book launch happened. The next day, Senator Nwaboye was here. And we took every side. Both surrogates that came to speak in favor of Senator Akpabio and those that came to speak in favor of Senator Akpoti. We took every side. In fact, I thought we had more surrogates speaking in favor of Senator Akpabio on this platform, which are facts that can be verified. Then moving further, all of this rigmarole that happened. And you are hearing, allegations of this and that, and all sorts of allegations being mentioned. Oji, it was crystal clear. We met Natasha on the night of our awards. There's no hidden. It was live on TV. We sat down together. So all sorts of talk. We have just always maintained that every part should be heard.
Absolutely.
Is it also this incident that led to a record that we exposed here? And how that recall failed? And in all of this, we have also seen the accuser, in the bit of showing the phone, has also shown that there was a call received by the Senate President and some other senator. A contact.
Contact with that name.
With that name.
Contact with that name.
Yes.
And a contact with other names. So another conversation. So that's also out there in part of all of this. But on this issue, we have stood our part. We'll keep on giving voices to everybody possible. I'll keep on asking for the facts of every matter. And I also hear that there was a presidential panel set up to look into this matter. And I hear that the Senate President pulled out of it. Yes. I will want the presidential panel to also look at this. Natasha should present her evidence. Senator Akpabio should present her evidence. In the case of anyone found wanting, we come out there, we say it the way it is and berate them.
Yeah. I just have one sentence to make, which is that I think that these are some of the, shall I say, occupational hazards in the era of social media, where people can come out to social media and lay whatever claim they wish to claim, whether it be verified, whether it be fact, whether it be not. And my appeal again, and I've appealed before, is to the judiciary, because these cases in their various capacities are before the courts. And that's where the evidence needs to be provided. And that's where we pray for a transparent and fair process so that we can really get what's truly called justice. This social media back and forth, it's unnecessary.
Yes.
This issue is before the courts and the various processes. We need to be there every step of the way, holding those processes accountable until it reaches the ultimate conclusion of this case.
Absolutely well said. And as always, we at Arise News will continue to follow up on the story and report on it. We need more investigations. We'll